This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. Now let's talk about it, man. Draymond Green. And the prediction king strikes again. Draymond Green is what Hino's Sport was telling you guys, man. This is a jump off, aka a groupie, when it comes to basketball. Let me say it again. He's a jump off, aka groupie, when it comes to basketball. Here's the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, and cutthroat truth of fashion. We have to look at Draymond Green, and we have to see a pattern here. He did this with Kevin Durant. Begged Kevin Durant, did some tampering to get Kevin Durant on the Golden State Warriors. And did this in the worst times that you could possibly do this. This was during the Western Conference Finals when the Oklahoma City Thunder was facing the Golden State Warriors. He was begging. Like Keith Sweat. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, begging. He was freaking begging for those damn services. Because he understood Golden State Warriors run was about to end. Because they sat there and they let the high-octane beta, aka Alpha Wannabe and LeBron James, screw them over. That lets you know what Stephen Curry was all about. To let LeBron get in his head and mentally jar him up, block him up, when that should have been Stephen Curry's moment to really ice LeBron. So they needed Kevin Durant. Don't get this shit twisted. They needed Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant comes in, saves the day, gets them a couple of more rings, basically regresses LeBron James into a 33.3% NBA Finals average and performance. You know what I'm saying? Sends him into low oblivion. Basically makes him a 3-for-9 averager forever. Beats him back-to-back in NBA Finals. Made officially the legacy officially la done. The la cachet officially la over. And here we are, fast forward. Draymond Green turns. He Benedict Arnold. He becomes a turncoat. And he turns on the likes of a Kevin Durant. After Kevin Durant did everything that he did from a heavyweight lifting standpoint to secure victory for the Golden State Warriors. Now we fast forward it. We know the whole story that's associated behind it. Now we fast forward to Devin Booker. Tampering with Devin Booker. We know why the tampering's happening. Because he wants to do the same thing all over again. He is now more con than he is a pro. See, when he had Kevin Durant, he was 50-50 con and pro. Because prior to Kevin Durant, maybe a year before that, he was more pro than con. But that's when we were starting to see that it was more con than pro. It was just about 50-50 because we've heard it from Steve Kerr. We heard it from the Golden State Warriors management where there was chirpings that they were potentially going to get rid of him. Bob Myers was talking about this. That they may have possibly traded him because he was just becoming a problem in the locker room. He was challenging management. He was challenging people. So he was becoming an issue. They were considering seriously trading his ass. And then Kevin Durant comes in and lengthens that. Kevin Durant leaves and says, you know what? I'm not going to stay, but here's a welcoming gift for you. Here's an end gift for you. You get to have a fat contract. That didn't sit well with Draymond because Draymond basically said that the team didn't need Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant basically showed them who's boss and who's not, right? And in Kevin Durant showcasing that, it made Draymond Green, it makes anybody in those positions hot and bothered like grits. I'm going to say it again. It made Draymond Green, just like it makes anybody else in those positions, hot and bothered like grits. And when people were siding with Draymond on the Draymond and Kevin Durant situation, now they're seeing that, yeah, he knows had a point here. Maybe I shouldn't have touched this whole Draymond and Kevin Durant situation. Now I'm looking stupid out here in these basketball streets. That's neither here nor there. But now he's doing this to Devin Booker. See, we have to sit here and now look at Draymond Green and say, what is going on with these jump off and groupie antics here? Devin Booker is playing for the Phoenix Suns. They have a squad. They look to be a team that's on the up and up. They look to be a team that's going to upsurge. Why would he be considered playing for the Golden State Warriors? Why would he consider you tampering? Why would he consider playing with you, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, or are they looking to potentially maybe replace Klay Thompson and have Devin Booker? Who knows? Because you're going to have to pay Devin Booker, right? And when you think of Devin Booker and Klay Thompson, there is a conflict of interest there in terms of what they bring to the basketball court. But why would Devin Booker, who has the keys to the kingdom, with the Phoenix Suns, push all of that away and throw that all the way to the wayside to go play with the Golden State Warriors? That makes absolutely no sense. But when is the basketball community going to start holding Draymond Green accountable? Because they sided with him in cockamamie fashion, which was weird, but we know who sided with him. LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Brigade, LBJ Apologists, LBJ Stands. But anyone that had the true basketball eye test, or anyone that had basketball sense, saw something was fundamentally wrong with this picture. Draymond Green needs to get his feet held to the damn fire here. Because at this point in this guy's basketball career, he realizes that no other team's going to pick him up. No other team's going to play with him. He's stuck with the Golden State Warriors with that contract. So he's trying to rebring back the luster that was lost when Kevin Durant left. Let me say it again. He's trying to rebring back the luster that was left that was gone when Kevin Durant left. It's not going to come back because as good as Devin Booker is, he ain't no freaking Kevin Durant. Let me say it again. As good as Devin Booker is, he ain't no Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is an over-the-top player. A guy who plays both sides of the basketball court like nobody's business. And yes, Devin Booker is a very good offensive player. But his defense, it ain't elite. We gotta call a spade here, man. We gotta keep it real. We gotta keep it a buck. He's not Kevin Durant. So let's say the Golden State Warriors were to pick up Devin Booker. It's not going to yield you the same success rate that it's going to yield you when you had Kevin Durant. We just gonna have to keep it real there with that. But they will definitely exponentially be better. But the issue is not Devin Booker here. The issue is not Kevin Durant here. The issue is the elephant in the room that Hino Sport was trying to tell you guys all along. Draymond Green and his jump off and groupie antics. Why isn't that being exposed? Why isn't that being exploded? Why does Hino Sport have to be the one to always address the elephant in the room here? The elephant in the room is Draymond Green. So are you as basketball fans going to keep the foot on the what? On the next. Are you as basketball fans, are you going to keep the foot on the what? On the next. And start saying Draymond Green is a groupie and a jump off who is more of a pro than he is a con at this point in his career. His basketball game does not justify his basketball contract. And his antics, he's clearly in the wrong here. Just like he was in the wrong with Kevin Durant. And now that you guys are seeing how everything is unraveling, what's happening? The truth hurts, but it will set you free, but the truth will always have its day. Let me say it again. The truth hurts, but it will set you free, and the truth will always have its day. All Kevin Durant is at fault for is being loyal. And if that is your fault, then I'll take that any day of the week. Let me say it again. All Kevin Durant is at fault here is for being loyal. And if that is his fault, I'll take that any day of the week. Now you guys are seeing, as the truth is having its day, who was doing what and who wasn't doing what. Let me say it again. Who was doing what and who wasn't doing what. And as basketball fans, y'all owe Kevin Durant an apology. Because y'all sat there and got on his ass and made it seem like he was doing this and he was doing that, when in actuality it was Draymond Green. And you know why? Because Draymond Green works under LRMR. That's his sports agency. So it only makes sense that he was going to spew the cockamamie nonsense against Kevin Durant, Mr. Anti-LeBron. But now he's groupieing, now he's jump-offing Devin Booker, and you guys are not holding his feet to the fire? Come on, basketball community. Y'all got a responsibility here. Draymond Green is revealing to you guys his weird ways. And if you guys don't expose him, he knows his sport will continue to expose him. I keeps the foot on the what? The X. I keeps the foot on the what? The X. Before I leave, and the Prediction King strikes again. And the Prediction King strikes again. I told you guys, Kevin Durant was not the one that was wrong in the picture. It was Draymond Green. The truth hurts, motherfuckers, but guess what? It will have its day. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.